Hey, Gemini, intuitive soul coach here with your November 2023 love and family reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below this video. All right, welcome. This is good for any and all placements of Gemini in your chart. Cross watchers, you are welcome here. All right, so Gemini, right away here, I am getting, there's going to be some heart-to-heart conversations with you and someone or those that are in your heart chakra energy, because some sort of conversations needs to be had. Something needs to be cleared. I'm getting here the energy of clear the air. Clear the air, have a fresh start, forgive and learn. Beautiful. This is a really powerful energy coming in for you this month. And why I'm getting that here is because a lot of you have been growing, have been evolving and shifting on cellular levels, physical, emotional, and spiritual. And this month is about tying all of that together. Instead of feeling fragmented, instead of feeling over here, there's something over here. This is the month where it all kind of comes together and you do something with that, is what I feel. Now, Gemini, you have the forgiveness and learning card showing up, and it says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So it's more than just a conversation. That may be the kickoff, that may be the catalyst, but it's ultimately action-oriented energy. There needs to be something backing up that conversation or backing up the words, because someone may be talking the talk, right? But are they walking the walk? Are they staying consistent with what they are saying they're going to do? And I get here a strong follow through energy, Gemini, where this could be things within yourself where you're backing it up here with action. This could be between you and another person. They're showing me the tongue. Like, this is interesting. It's almost like a tongue being cut off. So to me, for some of you, that could mean you don't have a voice. It could mean that people literally cut you off. It could be hurtful words coming from, the tongue, from what you say here, because I feel like there's something shifting around how communication takes place in a relationship or how you talk to yourself, Gemini. A lot of forgiving, a lot of learning, a lot of lessons around relationships, family, love, connections. And I am getting here forgiveness of self. And for some of you, this is showing up in a key relationship, but it's not this relationship per se that was the one that started it all. I feel like that goes back to possibly even childhood. Some of you could be forgiving a parent. You could be forgiving a teacher who had said something negative, who cut with their tongue, with their words. And I feel like you're kind of going back in time here, and you're looking at maybe the people that have hurt you along the way, because you may be taking it out on someone in your present energy, or someone else may be doing the work and saying, wow, it isn't you that I'm mad at, even though you may trigger some of those things within me. It's actually because of the other people who've hurt me. But it's not a blame game. It's not about, they did that, I'm going to blame them instead of you. It's about acceptance, acknowledgement, and learning to work with the energies of healing, forgiving, and mending, because that ultimately is your responsibility, Gemini. Now you have here, keep an open mind, because things are shifting and other people are shifting as well. Some of you, you may have thought that a person would never change, or you thought that, this situation would never improve. But I feel like there's some sort of improvements here coming in. And it doesn't have to be a past person or a person you're with. This could be, well, for a lot of you it is, because you actually have the past life relationship card. So this is definitely someone that is already on your mind, someone in your energy. And for those of you that are currently single, and maybe you're opening your heart up to love, you want to find that soulmate energy, there is a high probability here of you getting in the right energy to attract this into your world. Because your bonus card here, Gemini, is this is your person. This could be the one. whether you're with them or you're calling them into your world, you've already met the romantic partner you seek. So for a big percentage of you watching this reading, this is about someone already on your mind. Now, keep an open mind because there has been a lot of shock factors. They're giving me the word shock factor. So a lot of things that may have shocked you or surprised you. And you may say, well, nothing surprises me with this person anymore. And that may come from more of that fear base, more of a negative conditioning space because this person and you have gone through a lot. But I feel like there's a shock factor in a positive way. It's like this person is shocking you with responding in a different way. This person is shocking you with really backing up their words with action. Whatever this is, I feel like this is a good shock. So if we see that tower showing up in your reading today, let's hope to see more of the Wheel of Fortune or a celebratory energy. They could even shock you by saying, Gemini, I love you. I want to be with you. I want to keep this relationship going, or how can we heal? Maybe someone you've been with has said, I'll never go to therapy. I'll never get help, right? They may shock you and say, yes, I want to do this. So I get that there's some sort of flip side to a situation coming in. Maybe the person, it could be a sister, it could be a brother, maybe a child, someone who you thought you would never communicate with or talk to. Maybe they show up and it shocks you. So you do have past life relationship. You've known each other before, whether this is a family member, whether it's a lover, whether it's a child. A lot of times prior to incarnating into this lifetime, we have a soul tribe that we make these soul contracts with in this lifetime. And we say, hey, I want you to come into this lifetime with me. Let's finish up maybe some stuff that we started in a past life, karmic stuff. Let's keep on going, right? Or let's bring in about some serious change, or let's evolve together. Or can you come in and bring this experience of forgiveness, of healing, of trauma, of breaking generational cycles? So a lot of you, you're seeing beyond the ordinary is what I'm getting here. So again, what you don't see coming or what shocks you is that this is your person, or this could be the one. Maybe it's someone that you meet that you are attracting if you're single. And for others of you, you want to work on this relationship. You want to forgive. You want to learn. But let's take a dive into your energy here, Gemini. What is the heart of the matter for Gemini when it comes to love? All right, we're going to go with it here. Yeah, something may come in quite quickly for you because I feel like all the cards kind of came in at once, and we're going to pull them down here. We're going to see what's showing up here. And there you are, Gemini, showing up in the recent past in the Lovers. We have the Star card. We have the Ace of Cups. You're getting a lot of upright cards. This is beautiful. I don't even see any reversals yet except your main energy, Eight of Pentacles. So the question may be, do I continue to work on this? Do I work on myself? Do we work together? How do we want to make this work? We're just going to get the rest of your cards in your Celtic cross, and then we'll dive in here. Okay, they're giving me the name here, Oliver. Oliver, that could be your name, maybe a pet, maybe a child, maybe it's someone you're dealing with. Oliver. I also get that some of you, there could be a client, there could be a friend, or there could be someone that's not necessarily in your close-knit circle. This could be someone on the outside that may be causing a little bit of challenge for you. But again, it's not in your immediate circle. So I feel like you're either going to withdraw from that drama. There could be some sort of negativity or negative words that are being said, but I feel like it's going to all get cleared out, or you're going to step away from that. Okay. Now diving in here, Gemini, your overall energy is the Eight of Pentacles. It is in reverse. So when this shows up here, are you driving yourself hard enough? Are you putting in enough energy into the relationship with yourself, the relationship with your children, the relationship with your partner? Because sometimes we get into a routine. We get into a comfort zone. We start to do things our way, and we start to get into a habit of maybe even telling someone a certain thing that may not be nice. It could be nice, maybe it isn't. But we start to bring that into a pattern, a routine, a habit, and it becomes our reality. And we maybe, for example, you start to tell someone, oh, You're such a workaholic. All you do is work. You work, work, work. So even when the person is not working, even when you're spending time with them, it's second nature for you to maybe condemn them or to, kind of cut them down a size by saying you're working and spending all this time over here when really it's not helping the situation because that person may want to be with you or vice versa. Yes, of course, there's communication. There's a conversation needed here, but I am getting here not just putting it all on someone else to shift and change, or maybe it's someone else putting it all on you to do the work. This is about equal reciprocity, right? It's about being able to work together. Some of you may be even wanting to help out someone through some of their own struggles. This could be a child that maybe drinks too much. It could be a child or a family member who overindulges and you want them to be healthier, but the things that you are saying or how you are saying it is coming off a little bit aggressive is what I'm getting here, Gemini. Now, I'm not feeling that you are purposely or intentionally trying to hurt someone, or maybe someone is doing this to you and it's not that they are wanting to intentionally hurt you. Maybe they just don't know how to show up, or they're not aware that they're doing it, or something isn't sticking here. That's about to change, because when this Eight of Pentacles shows up, this is about moving forward and learning together, learning individually, but it is about learning, because when we can equip ourselves with knowledge on the how can we start to do this? How can we implement a new pattern, a new habit, a new routine? What action can we back that up? Instead of just saying to the other person, I'm really going to work on how I speak to you, and then an hour later you speak to them the same exact way, that's not really finding a resolution. That's reverting back to that same pattern. That's what I see is breaking here for you this month. There's something that you're going to start to dedicate, because the challenge, or what's crossing your energy, is the Ace of Cups. You want to open your heart, but for whatever reason, somewhere along the road or along the line, it became too complacent, or it just became too routine or sedimentary here, where I feel this is the time for you to focus on that relationship with yourself, because when you change, it changes the energy of the relationships. So many times we focus so much emphasis on the other person. We say, well, if they changed, my life would be better. If they didn't do that, things would be great, right? If they, we tend to point fingers. It's part of the human nature. We do that at times. But I feel like this month you're taking a little bit of a finger pointing at yourself in a compassionate, loving way. And you're saying, okay, how am I contributing to this as well? How am I the one that may be a little bit guarded? What can I do to fill my own cup, or maybe even set a healthier boundary in order to heal and open my heart to the highest level of love? And some of you, I see you want this. I see it's here. It's available to you. But because some sort of forgiveness hasn't happened, or it's a process you are currently going through and you need to learn more, it may keep showing up in your life. And I feel like this is the month where it clicks. This is the month that you say, whoa, okay, if I view this from a different point of view and I respond differently, that person has responded differently, and it's shifted the dynamic up. Instead of, maybe arguing or calling hurtful names, or, instead of creating more distance or separation, I feel like there's an aha moment this month where something, again, you realize it. And as you release and heal this past, you experience more love in your present moment. And that is part of the challenge, is to forgive, to learn, and to move forward. With this person, if you're currently in the energy of another person where you want to be in this energy. And for those of you looking for love, you may be saying, okay, well, this whole time I've been wanting this, but have I been open to receiving this? So definitely a lot going on here for you, Gemini. Now, what is below you? You have the Queen of Wands. Looking good, feeling good, being on your A game, maybe even going to the gym here. Gaining your confidence back. Now, this is in your foundation. So it could be that you always kind of come out on top of situations, even if you've been hurt, even if you've left relationships or someone said things about you. It's like that energy at times of what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. And you're doing something about it instead of maybe holding it in the body or suppressing it, which can cause dis-ease, which can manifest as an illness or a physical symptom within the body. I feel like you are going back to the root of a situation and you're saying, okay, what do I need to do to be at my best, whether I'm in a relationship or not? And this Queen of Wands, she's confident. She's confident within who she is, within her own choices. She decides to do what she needs to do for her, right? She doesn't go out there and work out so she gets attention from everyone else, right? She does this because it makes her feel good. It builds her confidence, but other people may not see it that way. Other people may look at her and says, well, she may be insecure, or she needs to constantly be focused on her appearance or whatever it is here, but I'm not getting that with you, Gemini. I feel like this more has to do with you calling in and attracting the same type of energy, others who are confident within who they are, other people who are healthy, other people who may want to live a long life here on earth, right? Who are creative, who express themselves, who are open to communicating, connection, travel, love, right? With this Queen of Wands, she has this beautiful tattoo here of a cat, which represents independence. So you are a very independent individual, Gemini, and it's important for you to have your independence in a relationship. But sometimes if you attract someone who's a little more needy, or maybe this can be you at times, because sometimes when that Queen of Wands, when she's in her lower vibration, she can attach to things. She creates, instead of independence, codependence. And I feel like this is something you've worked on for quite some time. And it's something maybe someone around you has worked on as well. But you've been doing really good on feeling your best, looking your best, and being bold and wise and inspiring others to live their best lives. And that's what you're doing at this time. So you're being a good role model, whether it's for your children, whether it's so you can attract the type of partner that you are and that you want to be for them as well. So I really like this Queen of Wands in your foundation because, again, you're coming to the root of a situation. And that's going to help you heal because you have the Queen of Wands below you, and above you, you have the star energy. So some of you, oh, okay, this is so interesting. It's not going to resonate with everyone, but some of you have lost a lot of weight, or you've undergone maybe some gastric bypass surgery, or you've changed your appearance drastically. Someone may not even recognize you. Okay, this doesn't have to just be physical. This can be internal. And a lot of times it is. Someone doesn't even recognize you. Maybe you at times don't even recognize, the old version of you, 10 years ago you versus today's you. And I feel like you're loving yourself through all of the phases that we tend to go through here on earth. Now, in the recent past, we have the Lovers. This is your energy. So this definitely portrays the energy of love. So when the Lover shows up here, Gemini, this is you being in a partnership where there's harmony, where there's trust. This is a soul contract here. And this is about making balanced decisions. Decisions that are balanced in the heart center and decisions that are balanced in the head center. You don't want head games, right? You don't want heart games. Okay, they're giving me a song here. I'm not getting a lyric, but I'm getting the song, Bittersweet Symphony, I think is the song, A Bittersweet Symphony, or maybe that's who sings it. And it's almost like that piano or the harmonic type of energy in the beginning. Maybe that was someone's wedding song, Bittersweet Symphony. Please take that as it resonates. But I feel like it's almost like a crescendo. It's playing up here. So some of you, there's a big breakthrough. There's a big moment of cutting through the clatter, or cutting through some sort of illusion and being able to see what this relationship or relationships are teaching you about yourself. And it's almost like it's a moment of epiphany for you. And again, maybe that's why that song is coming in here, Bittersweet Symphony. mean, maybe some of you play in a symphony or orchestra as well, or maybe someone you've met plays an instrument or could be a part of a band. The Lovers is a beautiful energy to have in your recent past here. And for those of you that are going through a situation where maybe there's unrequited love or someone has betrayed you, I still feel like there's a lot of heart. There's a lot of heart in this. And if you want to stay in this, don't let your head talk you out of it saying, well, this person betrayed me, this person hurt me, I need to walk away. I mean, of course, if that resonates with your energy and that's part of your soul contract coming to an end, then go in that path. But for some of you, I feel like there's healing in a union where you can have a new spark or a fresh spark here. Now, what's coming in above you? The star. The stars are aligning here to show up in the right place, the right time, the right synchronicities happening here. The star comes after a tower. And for some of you, there could have been a tower, but what I'm getting is a shattering of an old belief system, a major awakening here that allows you to head towards more peace, more healing, more guidance, and to help you help others lead forward on their path. A lot of you are healers yourself, and maybe you have come together with a person to be that role model, to set that example, right? And we don't want to be a parent in a relationship, okay? We don't want to be, and sometimes that can be a characteristic that we need to break free from because of past life conditions, because believe it or not, maybe the person you are with now, maybe that was your mom in a past life, or it could have been your brother. So we have these different dynamics. And for some of you, you don't want to replay out that past life dynamic. And that could be part of the human experience here in this lifetime. So we don't want to parent someone. The only thing that you can do is work on you. And then that person can choose to meet you at the energy that you're at, or vice versa. Okay, so I feel that there's a lot of healing, a lot of growth here, a lot of synchronicities. The stars are aligning. The star is also about not giving up on the dreams that you have. And those dreams that you have here, it's showing up in the sun. I mean, Gemini, wow, this is showing up in your energy. And I'm hearing that song as well, You Are My Sunshine, which comes up a lot in the reading. So some of you really strongly resonate with that song, or maybe you have sunflowers in your kitchen, or you grow them yourself, or someone may have just bought you flowers and maybe it had a big sunflower in it. But in the near future, you have the Page of Cups. There's your love offer. So either you or someone that you're close to is offering you an apology, or offering you their hands, offering you their heart. The Page of Cups, this is playful energy. It is the beginning of something new. It is the beginning stages of embracing a new dynamic, a new paradigm, a new reality here. Because something is shifting in your life where you're opening your heart up to this type of love, or this feeling of love that you maybe haven't been able to explore or tap into for quite some time. And I love this as well, because you can see that the fish is in the cup, and instead of her catching it, right? Instead of her catching it and wanting to keep or hang on to it, she's in awe over it. She's letting the fish fly out of the cup, and she's pointing at it with such a genuine, loving type of playful energy. Like, okay, fish wants to come out of the cup. It doesn't belong in that cup anyway. So some of you are confining your love to a cup, right? You are confining it. You may have been trying to control it. Maybe you were trying to control a situation when really it's important for you to learn so you can express that in so many ways, not just confine it to, to what you thought it should be or look like here. Okay, a lot of songs coming in for you. Some of you may be musicians or writers, or singers, songwriters, or maybe you're listening to music a lot. Some of you are maybe getting into harmony, getting into a frequency. That could be that music, singing bowls, listening to songs that really resonate with your heart. You could be looking at new artists. Maybe you're going to a concert, going to a band. That could be symbolic, but they're giving me the song Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fish bowl. And that makes complete sense with literally the fish jumping out of a bowl. So if you felt like you were a lost soul swimming in that fish bowl, you're jumping out of that energy. If you felt lost here, you're heading towards more peace, more sunshine. If you felt like things were shadowy or there was a lot of lack of clarity or you just weren't quite seeing beyond, something is changing in your world, Gemini. Some of you, there's a birth of a grandchild, of a child, or news of that. Okay, the sun card is showing up in your energy, and you see here the two white birds, which represent playfulness and innocence and fun and happiness. When the sun card shows up, it's about enjoying life with those around you. It is about successful relationships, happy relationships, but it's also about having good health so you can enjoy doing those fun things in life. Because some of you, you lost your health, or you've seen someone go down the path of destruction with their own health. And you want to live to see another day, right? You want to live to enjoy maybe your children grow, or watch your niece or nephew walk down the aisle, or to embrace life at its fullest. And that's what you are doing here. This is really powerful. Now, what's going on in your energy, Gemini? The environment around you is there's reciprocity. This is equal give and take. There's the concert in the background. Wow. Okay. There is, it says love more, and you can see that there's people singing in the background. There's mountains, there's tents. So some of you, maybe this is a festival. It could represent a marriage as well. I am getting here being able to exchange gifts. Now, some of you have a different background than your partner. Maybe you grew up in different countries or different religions, different views. I feel like you're able to express who you are. They're able to express who they are. This could be a strong friendship you have as well, but it works for the both of you. It works for you. You actually are able to bring more to the table through this energy of diversity. So I love this. The Six of Pentacles is reciprocity, right? Here's a gift for you. Here's the gift for me, right? So it's a little bit of give and take. And I feel like someone is showing you that you are loved, that you are appreciated, and you're able to see it where maybe you weren't able to see it before. Maybe someone wasn't putting in the effort. Maybe they were putting it in, but you had a little bit of a block up. So no matter what that person did to show you how much they loved you, maybe you weren't receiving it. You were rejecting it. And that's changing here, because your hopes and fears are the Nine of Swords. You don't ever want to sit in that place of anxiety and grief and heartache and heartbreak that you had to deal with in the past, Gemini. Something was burned here, okay? Someone got burned. You can see that there's a bunch of, okay, on this note, it says together forever, and it's up in flames. So a relationship may not have worked for you in the past, or it did cause you a lot of sleepless nights, tossing and turning, maybe looking at your phone. Did this person respond? It could be back and forth, a lot of communication, disheartening energy. Maybe love was burned or love was crushed, right, in that fishbowl. But that's a fear of yours. The fear is replaying an experience that maybe you've heard of, maybe you've been through. But there's something I read the other day. Let's see if I can try to remember it here. That had to do with worry. Worry is an illusion of control, right? Worry is only an illusion of control that's not even true, right? It's just the illusion of having a sense of control, which we don't. That's what worry is. Okay, so when we're worrying what that person's doing or where they're at, or, you know, we're worrying about what's happening here, we give our power away, and it gives us a false sense of control. And there's the key word, false sense. It's not, it's not helping at all. So for some of you, you are shattering that illusion of control by worrying less, or, not letting this person or this situation cause you distress like it has in the past. And your final outcome here, Gemini, I mean, you can't make this up. This is one of the best love readings family readings that I've seen in quite some time. Even though, yes, there's forgiving and learning, a lot of you are breaking a lot of karmic or past life or just ancestral. You're breaking that, and you're shifting energies here because you have the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Cups came up together as your final outcome. I mean, this is a powerful combination of wish fulfillment. It is about you loving what it is that you do, being able to take a nice hot bubble bath instead of, worrying what else is happening. It's about you embracing in the moment. Some of you, this is a nice, beautiful time for you to spend doing what you love as well, feeling good. Someone may draw you bubble baths, okay? Someone may send you flowers as well, I'm getting. The Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning, and this new beginning is leading to your wish fulfillment. You're already in the wish fulfillment for a lot of you. This Nine of Cups is about feeling content, feeling good, and you have the sun in your energy. So this is big, big stuff. I mean, Ace of Wands, the Lovers, the Sun card, the Star. I mean, a lot happening here for you where you're manifesting. It could be a dream that you've always wanted, right? Something you've always wanted. Maybe it's that family. Maybe it's that lover. Maybe it is... But why is this happening for you now? It's because internal shifts have been taking place. Because you've been doing the healing work, because you haven't given up on your dreams, Gemini. And when this Ace of Wands shows up, there's a lot of passion here. There is a lot of wish fulfillment, a lot of happiness. Some of you may even be traveling, taking a vacation, taking a second honeymoon, or maybe a first honeymoon here. There could be anniversaries. There could be hotels. I'm getting hotel or Airbnb. There could be hot tub. Someone may even be in a hot tub or visiting a hot tub or a hot spring. Or maybe you're just taking a lot of baths. Maybe you're even taking baths with this person, okay, if there is a person here. But you're definitely in that energy of, yes, this could be the one. And for those of you, if this is not a romantic partnership, you have a new beginning here. I just heard meet a family member that you've never met before, but they may be your blood. So for example, let's say you were adopted, or, maybe your sister and you were separated. There's something coming together here, and maybe you've always wanted to know, like, do I have a sister? Or, I've always wanted to meet my biological father, or there's just something here that you're learning that you are gravitating towards, and it looks quite beautiful. Gemini, I'm loving this month for you. All right, let's get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. Oh, right away. You have the clean it up card. Yeah, clean it up. So there are some, it's card 21, which is the world as well. Beautiful. Oh, they're saying go one more. Okay, we're going to go one more here. Whoa. I feel like this may come more of a little pre-2024 energy for you. Oh, okay. Mending. All right, pre-2024. So the rest of 2023 can be about healing, mending, forgiving, learning, cleaning it up here. So you can embrace the Sun and the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Wands at a max in 2024. So we're going to just read here the clean it up, which is all about, completions. It's about gaining necessary closure that you need. It's also, we have card 52. Some of you may be 52. And you may be apologizing yourself, or an apology could be coming your way. And you're tying up some loose ends here. Some of you may even be clearing up some space, physical space, mental clutter. This is about getting to the core of a situation. And that's what we talked about here in your foundation. Freedom from a burden, cleaning house, and sweeping away what is no longer needed. Time to clear the air. I'm pretty sure we said that as well. Cutting through the, slicing through some sort of difficulty, or having that conversation and backing it up with action. Time to clear the air, Gemini. Take a look at your side of the street and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and what's not yours, to clean up the relationship. Everyone brings some baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered and your relationship will flourish. Yes, it will. And when it comes to mending here, okay, they're saying back it up. We're going to back, what is it? Okay. They're actually saying here, read the protection message. So we're going to read the protection message here. Even though I don't see, some of you may need it. That's why we're being guided because of the Ace of Cups here showing up as the challenge. It is possible, Gemini, that maybe you're focusing too much on other people right now, trying too hard to be helpful. Does taking on what belongs to others make you feel needed or desired? Perhaps you think it's your calling to relieve people of their burdens, but what is the cost to you and to them? Don't clean up someone else's side of the street. You're not helping by freeing him or her of her responsibility. You're also not doing yourself any favors, and you're just might be adding an even greater strain. You are loved as you are. You don't need to be needed to be loved. That's a big message. I'm going to repeat that. You don't need to be needed to be loved. And some of you, that could be a limiting belief that you're healing and that you're working on. In order for this person to love me, then they have to need me. I have to be able to bring A, B, and C to the table, when really that's putting the conditions inside that cup. That's the two lost souls swimming in that fishbowl. We need to bring in unconditional love, not conditional. And lastly here we have 52, which is the mending. And wow, look at this here. We have, okay, I thought it was reversals of the cards, but we have twos. So twos is all about partnership as well. This is about forgiveness, making amends, and healing after arguments. Okay? And the message, Gemini, is this. You've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you're to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to be cleared. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. And look at these goosebumps. You have the Ace of Cups as your challenge. We see what your head may be telling you to do. And maybe a reaction, what your body is telling you to do because you've been pained or hurt in the past here. But that's not going to be the answer here. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. Because heartbreak can be a strange healer. Your reversal here is heartbreak is a strange healer because our grief strips away our masks and it loosens our tight hold on our separateness. When we view ourselves as I and the world as it, loss allows us to see ourselves as part of the larger scheme, opening us up, right? Opening our heart up here to empathy, sympathy, and dependence on others in the moment when we realize we can't hold ourselves together. So for some of you, that's what you're healing from, and you're regaining that sense of confidence here. Because pain and suffering are a part of life, and none of us are going to be immune to it. Can you view any sort of loss that's happened for you, whether in the past, and for a lot of you, this is past, okay? Past life relationship. Some of you, you're currently going through this. But can you view this pain, this loss, this dissonance as a way back to source, right? As a way back to yourself. You are loved now more than ever by Spirit, who does not want you to feel alone, because one day you'll look back and you'll know this as your truth. That is what I have for you, Gemini. I hope it resonates. Very powerful, but there's a silver lining coming in here. A lot of wish fulfillment, happiness, and big dreams coming to fruition. Thank you so very much for being here. If this resonates, feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Lots of love to you, Gemini.